Welcome back to another episode of MZ Talks Boxing. I'm your host, MZ. Let's talk about it. And I'm going to try to get this out the way real quick because I don't want to take you from the festivities of tonight and all the boxing stuff that's going on already. But you guys remember when I said if Deontay Wilder win the belt back, they're going to throw Tyson Fury, they're going to throw Dillian White up in the air as a roadblock. Now, I know people are going to say, I'm tripping because he hasn't even won yet. Right. But here's the game. Now that everybody is recognizing on a more honest level that, now that the fight is up on us, people are really starting to be like, man, this dude, Deontay Wilder can beat Tyson Fury. Especially when they seen what happened with the gloves, thanks to Tay Jones. But I'm not going to harp on that. What I'm going to harp on is Anthony Joshua and Usyk has a rematch clause. I don't know if they've activated it yet, but what I do know is they have enough time to watch to see who becomes champion now. And they can make their decision if they want to renew and go for the rematch right away or go another level, another route. Here's why. The WBC decides to chime in and make a ruling. And, listening to Suleiman, he's standing by his ruling like, that's what it is. How do you make a ruling and say the winner of the fight tonight has 30 days to get an undisputed fight set up, or they got to fight the winner out of Valine and Dillian White? That gives Anthony Joshua time to say, if Fury wins, I want my rematch. If Wilder wins, he can go a different way. But he can hold out long enough for the 30 days to be up, where Wilder would have to face one of those other two guys. Now, Usyk is real with his. He'll fight, if things go that route. If Usyk is real with his, these are the moves that I would suggest he make if he really wants to fight Wilder. Because I'm sure Wilder will beat Valine or Dillian White if need be. I'd say that Usyk could beat up Anthony Joshua if he decides to take the fight again. And if they try to throw Usyk a curveball and say, you got this mandatory to make sure that Eddie Hearn don't get his hands back on the belt, make him fight at your house. You know who won't be able to fight for your belt? Tyson Fury. He's not allowed to fight over there. So now, with that being said, with every fiber in me, I hope Deontay Wilder wins the belt to spite boxing right now. To spite the powers that be that don't want a dark-skinned champion. They're looking for a nice white one. And for you turnstiles, I have to ask, you guys would actually let it come out of your mouth that Tyson Fury is the Ali of today? How dare you? He's at the very opposite end of the spectrum when it comes to what those two fighters stood for and how they lived. Deontay Wilder says he's this era's Ali, and you turnstiles. Quickly, you can't even get enough spit in your mouth to mouth the words before you open your lips to scream out, he's no Ali of this era. When you really look at it, he lives more along the line and acts more along the way of an Ali than Fury does. So I hope he wins out. I hope he wins all the way until he retires. And if you guys hold the undisputed captive, then history for us will show that you guys became cowards, and we know who you truly are. You've been here before. Thank you for coming again. As always, if you're new, I ask that you hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you can be notified when we drop more content. Oh, yeah. And you can leave a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Either one, it makes no difference to me. I'll accept them both. But I would really like to know is, what's your thoughts on the situation?